Hi, so I got back home today from the Severn Valley Spring Gala. Bit of a Great Western affair, as I'm sure a lot of you know. It's been a great weekend. Feeling slightly tired now, but I've got something hopefully interesting to show you. Those who follow me on Instagram will already know. I have had a few messages saying, "Are you crazy?" Maybe. So you'll see. I've got something here. As I say, if you're on Instagram, you will have seen this appear on the stories. So I think some can probably guess what could be inside, or what sort of thing could be inside. As I purchased this at 11 o'clock roughly in Kidderminster Station, and it was from the Duke of Gloucester fundraising stall. And from 11 on the morning then, this was with me all day long until about 11 at night. So I have suffered from my craziness. I have discovered I've got a few bruises here on my arm and a few about here on my hip where I was kind of carrying it and resting it. It's quite heavy, although I did put it down obviously here and there. But it's an O gauge Duke of Gloucester. So I haven't had it out of the box since the gala because, as you'll see, I'm going to unpackage it now. There's obviously a box inside the box, and then I did get it out on the train just to have a look. But then when I saw how well they'd packaged it up inside the box that's inside the box, I thought, leave it alone, just to make sure, because I did promise them I would take the best care of it. So yes, he was with me all day. So he enjoyed a good Saturday at the gala too. But I wasn't looking for an O gauge, and as you know, I haven't got an O gauge track. But when I actually saw it, it's absolutely stunning. I am becoming a member anyway of the Duke of Gloucester, the STEAM Society. I'll put their details along on the next clip for those who are interested. Obviously, a lot of you will know they're hoping to get the Duke back out towards the end of this year, back running, mainline running. It's going to be fantastic. So anybody can do to help, you know, obviously helps that process. So whether you can become a member, whether you can buy a t-shirt, buy a pen, anything. If you see them around the galas around sort of the next few months, then please pay them a visit or look online. There's a lot of merchandise, you know, like I said, even if you can only buy a t-shirt, but if you can become a member too, that's great. So let's get the Duke out and show you all just how beautiful it is. And when I do, just imagine how this is going to look when you see it for real. Technology, it doesn't want to stop, does it? Here we go. Let's lift the Duke one more time. So yes, once you get rid of that outer white cardboard box, as I tried to do on the train, there's this. So one of my Instagram friends was on the train, I was going to show him, but we got as far as this. So I took the lid off here. I can do this now. I have to put that down for a moment. So lift that lid off like so, and move the foam piece here, and then that's how they packaged it. So let's carefully get this part out, and I'll show you the next stage. Where's my gadget gone? So here we go. Let me just put that down just to be double careful. I really don't want to drop this. There we go. Isn't it beautiful? Now apparently this is one of two. The main reason being, I don't know if you see it on the tender that shows, I'll do some still filming after, instead of saying BR, it says the Duke in the emblem. So there's only two of those, both for the guys who owned them, work for the trust, and the one guy obviously decided to sell his because he just hadn't got the time. He's busy working on the real thing. It was sat in the office, and he thought, if I can sell this for a good price, it pays for sort of the next development they need, you know, rods, I think it was, or something along those lines. So it was a good chunk to go towards paying for that. So I could tell, you know, he was perhaps sad to part of it because it is absolutely beautiful, and he did tell me to take very good care of it. So you probably won't be too pleased to know I carried it around for 11 hours, but I did look after it and I wouldn't let nobody else carry it. So hence the bruises. But so he's safely home now. He's in the J-Loco model room at the moment. Obviously I'm double O, I haven't got O gauge, so it's whether I do develop some O somewhere. I know some of the Insta guys were messaging saying you'll never look back, but I am also thinking protecting it, display, perhaps static display, because again, as some of you know, I have got the Ellis Clark Eric Tracy on order, which will be a year or two, probably two. So I was thinking to myself, I got that time to work out what I was going to do with that, and now I've got this beauty too. Now there's two of them, so let me just do some still filming so you can have a real good close proper look. And don't forget the VR8 steam truss. I'll put the details in the description. Do go on, do have a look either by Instagram, their website, Facebook. I'm not on Facebook myself, as a lot of people ask. I'm not on there, so I think they're on there, but they're definitely on Instagram, as they follow me and I follow them, so I know that they're. But they definitely have a website too, where you can have a look about if you want to be a member, or like I say, even if you just buy something small or just donate. That would be fantastic, because who isn't going to want to see this big beauty when it's back on mainline steam? Let's have a closer look. So just for this, I've laid it down sort of on some empty track. So there we go. There's the name. But imagine this sat in Kidderminster Concourse. You've got the sun shining through, lighting up this beautiful paintwork, which in my room here, as it's the time of day, isn't doing it justice. But let's just show you. You see that? The Duke instead of BR. So yeah, there's two of those. Now, some people may say, oh, well, we want BR, but this is the future. As they told me, when it actually rolls back out, that is exactly how it's going to look. So anyone with sort of BR on there, it won't entirely be accurate, because it will be saying the Duke. So this, as they said to me, this is the future. And can I just say, guys, O gauge, it's very, very heavy, in my opinion. I won't want to be carrying 2 or 3 of them, let's put it that way, for a day. So there you go. Let me know. Drop me a line as ever in the comments. Let me know just how beautiful you think it is. And also, would you do O gauge track, like perhaps a little short track, or would you go for static display? Because static display, I'm actually thinking in the lounge as well. I've got a nice unit that I've got in mind for Eric to sit on, and I'm thinking the shelf underneath, the Duke would go nicely. So what would you do? So there you go, there's my Duke of Gloucester. Well worth the pain and effort. Just reading the leaflet now on the BR8 steam locomotive truss. Have a look into them. I mean, hopefully it may be able to do some heritage visits too. It's going to be a big beauty, but it will certainly be very exciting, in my opinion, to see back on the main line. Enjoy.